Good morning, sixth graders. So I was hoping to have myself be in part of the video and then switch it around to show you the stuff, but we're just going to go with showing you the stuff. This week we're going to be exploring circles, and we'll start talking about cylinders and surface area and volume of cylinders as well. We only are going to be doing explorations Monday through Thursday this week. We'll have Friday to flex. And so I want to talk about measuring circles and cylinders. In my other video, I'll talk about formulas, but let's just talk about measurement for a bit. So I took out some random objects from my house. You can choose whatever you want. You're going to have to find some things. Some work better than others. So the mug is great. You're going to have to navigate a handle if you take a glass or a mug. And then the rest, this applesauce is good if you did the top or maybe the round part of the sides. But you can see that there's a handle here and that can kind of get messy, especially when we're talking about volume. So I would steer away from things like this with weird sides. Plates are good for area and circumference and diameter and all that good stuff. Not so good for volume when we get to that because of the weird shape of a plate. So if you want to do this for today, you could use a plate. Coming up, you will have to use different objects when we talk about volume. So then it comes down to cans, and a lot of people have canned goods in their house. So today I'm going to explore this fruit cocktail. Good fruit cocktail. All right, so you're going to need some tools. So one tool you can have is just like, this is, I don't know if they call it turkey twine or whatever. It's what you use to tie up a bird. So you can cut some of that. Any kind of string will do. Or you can skip the string completely and just use a tape measure. And some of you have flexible tape measures like this. The ones that are on in a case, they sometimes are hard to move because they're supposed to be rigid. So that sometimes doesn't work as well. So I'm just going to show you how to use both. And if you don't have either, if you don't have tape measures or strings, you can just use a ruler. I'm going to grab a ruler here. I got a cool ruler that's kind of also like a mood ruler, whatever you call it, lava lamp. So you can use a ruler like that. And you could also just use like a USB cord. All right, so if you've got the cord, if you don't have a string, use that. All right, so let's just talk about this fruit cocktail. You're going to be measuring some different things. Circumference, which is the way around. So if I was to measure circumference, I would match up the string here, and then I would take it to my ruler, and I would see, we're going to do centimeters because they're a lot easier to get to the tenth of a centimeter rather than a fraction of an inch. So I'd go here and I'd see that this is about 25 inches in centimeters in circumference. Diameter right here. If I was to measure that, I would get, I think, about 7.5. Yeah, 7.5 in diameter. So you're going to be doing some measuring today and taking pictures of the things you measure. I'm going to explain that in my other video. Same thing with this flexible tape measure. A lot of parents might have this for sewing. You could see that it's 7 and 7.5 centimeters. And if I did my circumference, see if that would match up. That got to 24. So pretty close. All right.